beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and it's time to open up door number 5 of the beer advent calendar that was kindly sent to me by Virgin Wines. So here is number 5. Let's get it straight open. Ooh, Moritz Barcelona premium lager with Saaz hops. This, I do like a lager. Do I have a lager glass? Yes, I do. It's a Kronbacher glass from Germany, but that'll do. That'll be absolutely fine for this lager. So without further ado, these look like an independent brewery from Barcelona. Of course, being in Barcelona, you're constantly overshadowed by the big Dam, the Estrada Dam brewery. They're the biggest probably beer producing company in that Catalonia region. But of course, there's always scope for other companies to survive and exist and hopefully make a decent profit, because you'll have people in Barcelona that they don't necessarily want to drink Estrada Damm. They want to drink something slightly different. So maybe this is the alternative, especially with Saaz hops. So without further ado then, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. It was a World Beer Challenge silver medalist in 2019. Quite cold in this conservatory. The temperature overnight dropped to about 7 degrees, 7 degrees. The conservatory is going to be about 8-9 degrees maximum. So the beer advent calendar just sits out in the conservatory. It's, for me, perfect temperature, perfect beer drinking temperature. You're able to extract a lot more flavour from the malt and the hops, I feel, when the beer is a little bit warmer. So beer in the glass, then we've got a 1 to 2 finger white head, good levels of carbonation, amber, light straw amber coloured ish looking beer. There's a little bit of a haze going on, which I really don't mind at all with my beer. It means that it's slightly unfiltered. They've not kind of filtered all the goodness away from the beer. And it looks good, doesn't it? It looks really, really good. So let's get the aroma. Oh, yeah, I need this today. My life is full of appointments, and they're never appointments for me. I live a relatively simple life, but my life is full of appointments for other people that I have to attend. And we've had one of those appointments this morning, and I lose my rag a bit, I lose my temper a little bit, because it's like questions are coming the person's way and they're like, oh yeah, oh, and I'm like, just make a decision, come on, tell them how it is properly, and then we can get the hell out of here. On a levels of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain? A 2? Why are we here? Why are we here for a 2? I don't go to the hospital. If I stood here and told you all my niggles and my aches and my pains and all this other stuff, I'd be in the hospital every blooming day. But I choose not to go for myself anyway. You become slightly frustrated then, because those little niggles that other people got and other people choose to go and sort out with physiotherapy and everything else. It's like, oh, just get on with it. For goodness, just have a beer and get on with it. Well, they can't. A bit too young for a beer, but anyway. Beer is nice to kind of like air your frustrations, isn't it? feel much more relaxed now with a beer in my hand. Zesty, stinging nettle, a little bit of sweet malt. Let's blow my worries away. Cheers, everybody. Oh, not my worries, but my slightly irritating morning. Perfect. I just realised I've not given the ABV on this. 4.7. Something was niggling at me. 4.7% ABV. It's good. It's rather good. It's got this kind of like grainy, dry finish. It's peppery, it's spicy, it's slightly herbal, it's hoppy. Drinkable, refreshing. I'm very happy with the hop finish on this beer. It's what they've probably decided to do at Moritz in Barcelona is go, hey, okay, the Estrella Damm is kind of hoppy, kind of decent. It's a pretty decent beer is Damm, but we're gonna kind of like up our game here. We're gonna add some. We're going to add some more hops to the beer. We're going to get it even more herbal and spicy and peppery. And it's got a fantastic bitterness on the back end. It's good. And for 4.7% ABV, it's got a really nice kind of malty, slightly bready beginning to the beer. And you can feel that malt all the way through the beer. It's not a thin lager. It's not an ultra, and I mean this with the greatest of respect because they're generally brewed to be very, very refreshing. But this beer is very, very refreshing, but it's got a decent malty body to fit in with that kind of refreshingness. It's not just about being a refreshing thin beer, this. It's about balance. It's about balancing that kind of slightly sweet malt over here with some fantastic bitterness over here. The bitterness on the beer is truly fantastic. I would say it's kind of leaning, if we were on a tightrope with a couple of tins of baked beans in our hand, I would say we'd have a little bit more in the tin of beans this side. There's a little bit more bitterness leaning ourselves over compared with the sweetness in the beer, but that's okay. That's okay because there's a lot of sweet beers out there, aren't there? And I think there needs to be beers to cater for people who would prefer to taste more of a kind of like a bitter pills of a lager, which I'm gonna say this is, especially with that Saaz hop. Great lacing on the glass, great lacing, great look to the beer. Good carbonation, great head retention. The beer looks fantastic. It smells fantastic. I'm really impressed with this. I think more so, the quality of the beer is definitely there, but at the same time, it's kind of, beer has really served its purpose today. I feel like that whole slightly frustrating morning is forgotten about, and that's what beer is for. I like that. I really like that lager. I believe I've reviewed it before. Maybe a couple of years ago I've reviewed this beer, but hey, you know, it's come out of an advent calendar. I'm going to do it again. Might be interesting to have a look at my previous rating on this beer because I like this even more now. I liked it before, but I really like it now. It's 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.